Hi, I'm at somewhere else at the same time, so I should just go here now. I think it works. Yeah. So I will start. If someone comes in, I will answer questions also. But I will start with a. I'm so slow when it comes to this, apparently. Um, but yeah. So now I did the fire signs some time ago, but now I will go for the earth signs, which is then Taurus, as myself, as and also Virgo and Capricorn, meaning Oxen, Jungfrun, Stenbocken. So let's see. I will use the Orasoma Tarot to begin with, at least. So let's see where we go. And I will start with the Taurus. And this is timeless, so whenever you come across this, it may have something to say to you. Okay, let's see. Oh, for Taurus, actually, I thought about choosing some other image for the thumbnail, but then I came across that beautiful sun. It's Sunday, so the beautiful Buddha, and now this card is a Five of Sword, but it's Lao Tzu and Kuan Yin on this image, which is very odd for this um, traditional meaning of this card, though. But I guess it's about very much to see with compassion and wisdom, and see beyond the most. I mean, there is always reasons, because this is what I call the bullying card sometimes. And I'm not saying this is the case always, but I met that many times in my life, though. The people that have been bullied, they can be the worst of bullies, actually. It's like they don't see it themselves. They just are very. So I'm not absolutely not saying this goes for everyone. Some people that have been probably is the sweetest, or they are. I've met those too. So, but I think that can be like you become sort of so self-righteous or blind that you are just always the one on that side of it, so you don't even see when it's the opposite. But anyway, here we have for the Taurus, Lao Tzu and Kuan Yin. Blue and clear are the colors of this. Orasoma is also bottles you can spray. You can shake them, those colors, and spray in the auric field, so to speak. Their scent is ethereal and super nice. I haven't felt the scent of all of these, of course, but yeah, I wish I had them all. If anyone want to give them to me, feel free to. Yeah. Anyway, finding the clarity within this, within, to be able to communicate from the light. Yeah, as I said, Guan Yin is like depicted here, bright light sitting in a white lotus, or it's like a almost little tiny touch of pink lotus. But yeah, she's just shining this bright, brilliant light. A point of change, like all fives used to be, taking responsibility for the difficult of the past in a new way, looking within rather than without, to see what must change, to build bridges rather than create walls. So, well, and also Lao Tzu here is on an ox of sorts, and holding a peach, as he used to do, I guess, as well as having this yin yang image on his hat, whatever he keeps on his forehead there. They both seem. She looks very, very content and peaceful, and he have this almost a giggly kind of face. And behind there, you see also some waterfall, like tiny stream of a waterfall, let's say, and also some almost a gateway with these five swords. So I think this is very much about going beyond the thoughts, beyond the stories, beyond the limitations of the stories. And then you become much more free than if you feel stuck by that. Even if there is always maybe reasons that you can try to figure out and understand this and that, but sometimes It's better just to be in touch with your own peace and your own insight and wisdom in yourself in the now, like what makes you happy, what makes you feel good, even what thoughts, because we cannot really, yeah, we can, but it's not very easy to not think. So sometimes we can use mantras or whatever not to think, but also I used to come into that space sometimes after I've done a yogic kriya, and during meditation, like when it's all still, when I don't have thoughts, and that's a fantastic place, like blissful place to just staying. It's like it's not emptiness because it's a happy place. It's like a feeling fulfilled, but it's empty of thoughts. And yeah, I think this is what it is, because we get uh, trapped usually also in ego very much when we believe all the stories we and others have, or over and over rethink scars we got or whatever happened, or it doesn't make us happy. So we have, I think, I don't know actually what the peach here symbolizes. I should check that, I guess. But to me right now, when I see this image, it's like a huge peach, or compared to what they used to be, at least. He is holding in his hand, and or yeah, in his arm, like, I think this is about very much representative of the riches and the fruitfulness also, and the pleasures and sweetness of life, the happiness also, that it's like so ripe, everything is there, we have it all every moment, we don't need to be stuck. Yeah, and not to focus on what others need to change for things to change, but to not blaming ourselves either, but um, realizing our mindset, that is our own still. Whatever other people do or say or whatever, we still create our own space, let's say. Yeah, so okay, someone else check that. I put an image out where I had my where I grew up. I think I was, I have to ask how old I was when I moved there. I think I was maybe 3. And then I lived there till I was, yeah, so, not 70, 11, when they built a newer house on that yard. And then I moved from home when I was 17. So, anyways, so people were commenting or liking that one. Yeah, so let's see now. This is the message, really. So I guess finding a higher perspective, a wiser, finding the wisest part of ourselves that actually do have this knowledge, that does not get trapped in all the, because the stories usually are ego stories. Sometimes we can detach and create stories that we like. Let's say it's not like lying; it's like seeing them from the perspective of our greater selves, which can see the purpose of certain things that happens. Even if we don't see the purposes, we may understand that it will show itself later on. What was the purpose? Yeah, and it's easier to say in some cases than others, obviously. But yeah, this is about perspective change very much, to see with a higher, with a Buddha self, let's say. Oh, I have to put them. Yeah, it's on live chat. Good. I thought I had it on top chat. Then I don't see everything. Maybe. Okay, so that was just one card, but it's very beautiful, very powerful. Yeah. So, and also not taking responsibility for others. I mean, even in a good way, let's say, but just let things be. Let things be peaceful. Let people, if people connect, I mean, about this whole not building walls and not, but rather bridges, but also we don't have to stress about that. It could be like an intention. It can be our our inner openness, rather than go around building bridges like maniacs, like in a codependent way. We don't also have to do that. We don't have to save or rescue others in whatever way. They need to find their ways as much as we need to find our own. So yeah, but be present, and I think that is more easy to be if we don't do that, but from within, like finding compassion still, and all that, in that sense, building bridge to not shut others strangeness out, to let everyone be as they are and all that. Yeah. And also finding peace in not having answers to all the questions, I think, is part of this card. It's very interesting because I really do feel that in this story there have been some uh, bullying of sorts going on in the past, and these and it's there that we could focus on. But these two, they move forward, they look inwards and forward, and not back, and they are detached, they are not influenced or affected by these sort the meanness of others or what our others had intended from their egos to touch. They can, this is like untouchable, these people. They have such a greater sense of themselves as souls and spirits, so, and that can't be touched by egos. So yeah, wonderful. And also the blue and white here, think about the Finland flag of Finland, just because of the colors, may mean something to someone. And she's very white, as I said, and he have this blue, beautifully blue robe. Yeah, it's about holiness in the sense that does not separate oneself from others either. It's not like thinking you are way better or something like that, and then we are trapped again. So yeah, but a sort of a freedom, a liberation from being. And this is also it's a woman and a man, though, and it's a very beautiful relationship between these, because they are like happy, but not, she's like above here and he is, like, as I said, riding this ox or bull. No, this, yeah, that could maybe represent bullying, never mind, with those horn, but he have that under control. He does not use that force, or that we all have that, those parts that we could access or yeah, are more, as I said, ego or physical selves that are more limited, but also is sometimes very defense and so on. But this one is very peaceful. The man here is very peaceful. He have this long white beard, and she's like looking at him, or if she's looking within, but still she have like a peaceful calm in herself, and he also have that. But there is a connection between them. They are like they're fully aware of the presence of each other's energy, and that kind of uplifts them both. But it's very it's not how can you say, like, no strings attached kind of kind of feeling about them, because none of this love is limiting for any of them. They can, like, fully be themselves and still enjoy whatever connection or contact they have, and seeing themselves sort of in each other, I feel, but still be themselves, like, not mixing it with each other still. The man in this image is more physically grounded, let's say, than she, but and she's more spiritually awake, but he's also very wise in many ways, and they complement each other, I see. This is like love in its highest form. Also, the yin and yang image he had on his hat, have held on his hat there, I feel is very much that things have to turn when they go overboard to one direction. They have to shift into the better, as well as this lotus that grows through the mud. It could never become a lotus if it didn't like grow through that. So everything have its purpose. But they are at good places with themselves, although they both have been going through hardships and difficulties in several ways. But now they are aware of those things, but they also know how to not get trapped in whatever that was. Again, like and to enjoy the now. Yeah, it's like they very much belong together, these two, and have the same insights in some way or another, but also maybe they would use other word, I mean different words, if words even. They would maybe express it in different ways, but it's the same thing, sort of. But she's more aware of her own light, let's say, of her own spirit. Yeah. But yeah, he also, both of them, I feel, here carry a wisdom that comes from the past as well. I mean, from probably previous lifetimes or so on, when they have gained insight and so. So it's very close at hand for them to see and understand things, and also heal. And yeah, I think this is a more of a the Lao Tzu here is very much more of a philosophical uh, yeah, a one who expresses that, at least for himself, uh, philosophically, let's say, in thought, in that sense, as well as more, as I said, grounded in the physical, practically just enjoying living a life in the physical and the senses. But she is more uplifted by the energy and the compassion for herself and others, and this person as well. Yeah, it's a beautiful exchange of love between them um, in a very free way. Yeah, this is kind of a higher. Now I hear that song, higher love. I must hear it with the songs. There must be something about that. Oh, the old songs, and you know what I mean. Oh, is that Whitney Houston even? I didn't know that. I hope it's the right. I can't listen now, meanwhile, but I didn't know that. Isn't that like a 70s song or something? I didn't know this was her. I have to listen a bit, sorry. No, I can't do that now. Okay, I will link this, but if this is the wrong one, I have to. I haven't listened to this before. It must be. I mean, it's quite well known, but it's an old song. Maybe I have to listen a short bit. Oh. Yeah, I think it's this one, and they do this gymnastics on the audio, where those old time, like it was popular at the far back. I must listen to the lyrics. Wow, funny video, not the least. I don't know if funny is the right word, but let's see if there is some lyrics here. I don't think, no. Maybe if I could put on. Bring me a higher love. Oh. Yeah, you could put on the lyrics on there. Let's see if they say something. That is the message here for the Taurus ones. What's that higher love I keep thinking of? And then I'll just focus on the physical here. But Mm-hmm. Sorry, I've never seen this. I'm just giggling at this one. Uh, let's see. They are kind of impressed by the more so physical side so far. Um, not saying that's a bad thing. Maybe this is the message also to like that there is a longing for something. Worlds are turning and we're just hanging alone, facing our fear and standing out there alone. And there is those outside there looking into this dance hall or what it is at their bodies. I would say there must be someone who's feeling for me. Things look so bad everywhere. this is the lyrics. I'm just reading them meanwhile. In this whole world, what is fair? Yeah, one can wonder. We walk the line and try to see, falling behind in what could be. Yeah, and then the chorus, bring me higher love. I don't know if the lyrics is very interesting, but it's the higher love I keep thinking of. So yeah, I think it's the longing for something more liberating. Also, not those generic, if you say, or those typical uh, uh, love relationships where this and this is expected or demanded or so on. I'm not saying like, well, you know, I'm not talking about like open relationships or so on, but rather a soul connection. I think that's why this also song come to mind. And I would have never thought about this song of or this video as expressing that, but now connecting to this card, I do. A high love I keep thinking of. Bring me a high love. And then she's like sitting and sleeping almost in a coffee shop by herself, maybe waiting for someone. She just woke up, had that dream. Oh, the one who is serving her is the one she dreamed about in this dancing show thing. Then gave her the coffee. Wow, interesting by itself. Okay, so that was the end of that. Okay, moving on, going back to here. So moving from Taurus now to what did I say? Oh, Virgo, Jungfrun. The previous was Oxen in Swedish. So Jungfrun, next one that is earth sign. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords. It came reversed. So I would say this is connected maybe to a bitter woman. But upright it says Lady Nada, and she have a harp also. A harp in one hand and a sword in the other. And she can be quite harsh if need be. And since it came reversed, I would still suggest that this is someone that is mad. A woman that is mad. Either this Virgo is bitter or very harsh or mad, or this is someone that is that towards you. It's pale pink and pale pink, the colors. It's like just pink upright. So when you think about it, that is like the heart chakra. And this is almost like I wouldn't say darkened heart chakra, because maybe it's like an enlightened. Maybe it's because they see clearer, that they haven't those rose colored glasses or perspective that they see through. It says the communication for self-acceptance in a profound and deep way. Yeah, I think this is as I said, if you are a woman, this is for you, and if you who hear this is a man, then this represents someone around you that is clearly fed up with this shit. Anyways, confident, quick clarity, which is caring and perceptive, not caring towards others in this case, but rather, or I mean, this is someone that have learned to care for themselves. Able to overcome aggression also, but I think since it came reversed, I think this is not. I think this person actually feels like hate, actually feels very deep, dark feelings towards you if you are not a woman yourself. If you're a woman, then also I think you carry some, your scars are still too. You have much light in you, but connected to someone, this is something that is very dark here. To be able to change the energy through love. Yeah, and I think that is the goal. I think this person would want to do that, and especially if you have this person around you, you would want that to happen, but don't count on it. This person, I think, have played the harp, so to speak, many times, and yeah, as I said, I mean, this will transform eventually, but I would suggest maybe not even in this lifetime, because this this card, the Queen of Swords, is like harsh, even upright, but here it's even reversed. So I think this person is, I wouldn't say stuck in, I think she can, I think this is about self-love, so it's in a way very positive, and there are two, there's also lotus here and everything, and a lot of light, and also two butterflies, one in a necklace and one on her dress, so to speak. A beautiful heart chakra, uh, butterflies. So I believe that this eventually will change, but it have to change first, in the sense that she really, really cares for herself first, and she, since it have been going kind of overboard before with the whole harp tunes with the sweetness, I think she for a long time will have to have this sharp sword, like to balance that out. In the, I mean, basically in her core, at her core, she's a very, very loving person, but yeah, things have changed her, let's say. And obviously it's not good for her to stay in this. She need to take care of those, or heal that, like subconscious. I think she may not even be always aware of this, but she needs to heal um, certain things that she have carried, or and things that have happened in an energetic way. I think that it could be good to get help from someone to release those patterns, because but this is a path still for her, or you, if you're a woman. It's a path forward, and that will change, and it will be, the sooner the better for that person. But I think since it's, yeah, this is so thick, I mean, this is a little bit stuck, so I feel it will take some time. She needs, first of all, to honor herself, and really put herself first, and have, you need to go through that motion, sort of, before she can gradually open up again to people who show that they are worthy of it. Yeah. um yeah, and then more and more of her own beauty, she will always, I mean, that goes hand in hand. The more she embraces her love towards herself, the harder it is to hold on to that mm, uh, anger, or whatever it is, rage maybe she have, bitterness it is, at least she keep um, kind of trying to protect herself by talking to herself in her mind, by over and over about this. And also the sword is very much about boundaries. So yeah, So whomever, if you are a woman here, then if you are someone outside, or have this person around you, you can't do much about this. You have to just accept it. But if it's someone that is you, you should really benefit from healing work. I mean, having some person that have worked with healing a lot, that can help change those energy paths for you, just to be with you really truly and do that, because that will, like, it would also soothe you, and, like, yeah, I think you could need that. Yeah, and this is not to blame this person at all, to that they have, if it's you, then that you have this is totally understandable, compared to where you have been. But it would be even better for you if you could just have that focus on you and keep your boundaries, but still feed more of the love and the positive, rather than what people have done or so on. It would be brighter for yourself, lighter for yourself. Wow, that was a little bit heavy. And please send comments if you want, if you have extra questions or so on. Maybe I can check them related to some cards. And since this is for several, maybe you can realize a small part of this, but the total heaviness may be related to someone else who come across this. So yeah, it doesn't have to be fully it all for you, maybe. Okay. And then the last one here is Capricorn. Yeah, that was Taurus, Virgo, and now Capricorn, Stenbocken. Right. Whoa. Let's see. I need to shake that other one off. So there is 3 cards here. And there I also see that I see more cards. I want to kind of talk about all the cards. It's a lot about giving and receiving love. I see that in the coming cards. There's number 21, 45, and 27. There are all 3 of these have, like, green and pink, or turquoise pink, or reddish green. So it's like heart chakra, giving and receiving love, all of it. So I won't check those. Those are even not the cards that came up. That's just the cards that I saw at the top of the deck. So so the cards is the first, the devil. It's like you have realized that you are free. You may have liberated yourself from some addiction of sorts. It could be because there are return cards here. I mean, this is the return card, rather. So, or some sort of bondage, or that you have been in a destructive relationship or something and got out of it, and you have learned not to be pulled into that, those things that harm you. You have really seen through the fears of whatever this imaginary scare tactics would show. This is number 93, the devil card. And that is also like, what is that color called? Like, I don't even know, but it's like a soft, what is that? I don't even know what that color is. It's like a, orange, pink, whatever is that color called. No, it's not that. It's like also very much milder, and turquoise in this card. But anyways, you have still realized this. This is not scary for you anymore. You are rather positively intrigued and adventurous, want to go into the darkness, or shadows, or black holes almost. You are an adventurer in this way. You love to explore, and you have realized that everything that happens when you look into whatever was the things that you were scared about, or the boundaries that you thought you shouldn't break, like if whatever society told you, or other people, or someone specific in a relationship or something. um, you have realized that you don't have to be bound by those. You can follow your own heart, your own ethics, your own inner guidance, and you have found like the purity in that, that also helps you not to fear uh, judgment or like doom from others. um, so you have a very pure heart and curious heart, and it's good that you have lifted off those chains that you have been bound to. So you have liberated yourself a lot. That's wonderful. And this is a very hard lesson for many, to not have that. Sometimes we are not aware of it. It's like a cloud that is something we don't understand is in between us and the sun, let's say, or like we don't even understand our own power to rid ourselves of it until we do. And you have done this, so this is fabulous. You don't fear this. Those memes sometimes come up in my mind also. I don't know how this is even in the beginning. It's like someone who have walked through whatever. I fear no help from you. It's like the end of it. I don't know how it begins. I have to check it. Uh, Maybe it's a quote from something. No, yeah, I've licked the fire and danced in the ashes of every bridge I ever burned. I fear no help from you. That's beautiful. Nicole Lyons. I don't know who that is though. Who wrote that? Hmm. So I feel like you have whatever it is. It could be fear, even if it would represent some sort of addiction. You aren't afraid of that anymore. Maybe you were at some case when you felt like enslaved in some way or another, but now you aren't afraid. You know that you don't have to be. And then the next card, you have 3 cards. The next card is the Chariot, and that is yellow and green. So this is also related to the heart, but also to confidence. You need to strengthen your confidence very much. Or rather, you don't maybe need to do that so much, but rather you need to do, you need to act. And that in itself will strengthen your confidence. So you are like sort of meditating about where you want to go, but still not moving. But this is this is an outward card, meaning this lesson, so to speak, is not fully integrated, or you haven't learned it yet. And this is also about balancing opposing forces or so on, and your emotions and your thoughts, also having it all go in the same direction. So you don't think that, oh, I should do this, but your feeling says no, no, no. I mean, you have to get yourself on the same track, so to speak, where you want to go, so you don't steer into the ditch. But I think you are well prepared. You have like 2 swings there instead of horses that will take you where you want to go. Yeah, and it's like a golden carriage with this star. Yeah, the sky above, like with stars on the top of it. Yeah, it's almost like you are a bit afraid of your ego, I feel, because this is about your goals, where you want to go, and maybe someone have told you also when it comes to the devil there, although you don't fear those things. If it is religious things you have learned or whatever it is, you don't have the fear, but you may still feel like, as a good person, maybe I shouldn't concentrate all my focus and efforts on where I want to go, what I want, like, and this encourage you to do so, and to get going, like move. Don't stand and meditate. You are capable. You will, and you will. It's impossible to stand still. Actually, you will move, but you can consciously also start moving. Yeah, and that is the advice or the suggestion to you then. And the last card is number 104, and that's Archangel Shamael. And this card is just pink, all pink, different colors of pink, brighter, and the heart chakra here is like all white, spinning around with like, or white pink with some green around it, and all this. The image of this card, it's number, as I said, 104 in Aura Soma, if you want to Google and see how it looks like. And she have like a star on her forehead or like on her head, and everything is like pink, and there is like bunches of angels that bowing to her, let's say. So this is just so much love, almost pure loving energy, but this is also a love that very much take yourself in consideration. You probably have been loving before, but you also have you have like horde, is that the right word? But you have so many helpers in the spirit realm, so many. There are like so many helpers, nothing can go wrong. But yeah, you will also grow into more and more love, more and more light, brightness, and happiness in that sense. Yeah, but I think this card also comes as a very much a reminder of that you have protection, and that if you have those in spirit well that you think of, that this is also a confirmation that they are also by your side, always supporting you, cheering you on, like, yeah. So I don't see this always as a sequence like from past to the future, but when I look at this card, I feel like, or these cards, I feel like it is. I feel like you are at the you have left something destructive behind, and you are like at a little bit of a pause right now, and then where you are heading, it's going to be so much loving. You haven't even met so much love before, and I think also you will. Even if you focus on the things you want in this mundane world, you still will get more and more understanding of the spiritual world at the same time on your path forward. And you will see that support when you follow your guidance, your inner guidance, your heart's yearning, and also some sort of common sense with that. When you do that, you will see how everything will like synchronize itself. You will see the signs everywhere on the path forward, that you are not alone. May feel a little bit alone here in this chariot still, but you are not. And you will come to understand that more and more and more and more. So all is positive, and it's all love in front of you. It's nothing like the difficult times that you have had before. That's all behind you. It's all wonderful ahead. So that's it. I don't think anyone came in now, so I will just stop. Those were the 3 earth signs anyways. And if someone wants, I should say that this from the beginning, but I say it now. If someone wants, you can choose 1, 2, or 3, just as even if you aren't those earth signs or have that in your chart, you can just decide any of them. I will have to say that on my channel, I guess, and listen to that then. So yeah, well, that was good. I have to go and do some other things, so it was perfect actually that no one came in right now. But I haven't forgotten. I've been busy a lot. I have been doing so many things, and in between there, I have had to like relax. And yeah, my way of relaxing is bombarding my Facebook page with some sort of images of myself made up. Like, yeah, that's relaxing time. But anyway, so this is also relaxing. I hope this gave anyone anything, and feel free to comment and ask questions if you have some others. And I will check in soon again. Yeah. that's that. Take care, everyone, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.